All right, figured I'd throw in another daily recap. Today, pretty decent day, up over $13,900. I'll get into the trades for the day. Thankful for that. Missed out on a ton of opportunities. Like always, you're not going to capture everything. I'm certainly not going to capture everything, but being a short bias trader, I definitely am missing a lot of opportunities. I think what I'm being impacted by is just this fear that things have gone down so low, how much lower they could go. So shorting, something I was most confident in just a few weeks ago, has been questionable. So I've actually been longing as of late, and this whole market condition has been helping the bias a little bit to be able to be a little bit more open-minded, going both long and short. But flip-flopping is still something I need to work on. And basically what I mean by that is when you have run-ups like we had earlier in today after the Fed announced their repo purchases, I was long prior to that happening on a couple of stocks and took advantage of that, sold into that, but then I didn't reverse, I didn't flip, and do what I feel like I do best. And so that's going to happen, shoulda, woulda, coulda, FOMO, whatever you want to call it. I think the reality is I've just got to remember it's not worth, thinking about all of the opportunities that I've missed and focusing on the opportunities that I've been able to hit. So today, traded in 3 different accounts. So this first account, I traded Royal Caribbean real quick. I kind of got spooked out here because I was in too big of size. So I basically got in 2,400 shares, scaled out, and missed out on this opportunity. I did get back in though on another account right around, let's see, I think it was the 32.80 area. So it must have been on this drop right here. So I went long and I was holding it all through this. And I think I got out 35.37. That was this account over here on 2,000 shares. So, there's the 52.88 on this account. That's just a screenshot from that account since I don't want to show all the other stuff. But as of today, 5:37 p.m., 5 minutes ago, took that screenshot. So there you go. And then I didn't flip flop, right? I miss a few dollars. You're always going to miss something, but I captured most of the range. It's pretty good. We halted. Didn't even get back in here. I was busy closing out other positions, but I had them already closed. I just walked away and figured, why not take the 14 grand on the day. TVIX, real quick trade out the open. 60 shares, 20, 40, 60. Got most of the top there, and then covered on the way back down. As you can see, I didn't mess with it the rest of the day. Now we're approaching 460s. Wow, could be an opportunity tomorrow. Let's see, LYV. This is the one I was really most disappointed about. Made 2,000 on it, so I got in a couple thousand shares here, right on the reverse. It's a really good entry. Wasn't really paying attention to it too much, but then when I saw that candle drop, figured I'd go in. Covered here on this flush. Missed all this, didn't even come back to it in the ramp up, and this is where I really wish I'd have gotten back in right around here. Anybody could say that now, right? But ideally, because I was playing with house's money at the time, up 13, 14 grand, I really could have gone, instead of 2,000 shares here, maybe 4 or even 8,000 shares here, and more than likely I probably would have covered down here, or got worried here. But with house's money, I probably could have sat through that and then waited all day. But who knows? It could have actually just kept going. I think what I normally would do, being up like I was, I would be willing to give this all back. It wasn't a trade I'd be expecting. So yeah, I could have been up, X thousands of dollars. We come back up here, I just cut them for a little bit of gain, worst case scenario, because my mentality is, I'm not risking anything those are unrealized gains. If it goes against me, then I've lost it. Granted, it's probably better to lock in this market, and I probably would have, but had I kept it, that would have been awesome. Okay, there's no sense talking about something I didn't do. So last one, TTD. This is where I kind of screwed up, and I mean, TTD. I hate this stock because every time I long it, it seems to drop. Every time I short it, it seems to go up. I mean, it's just crazy. So that's what happened to me today. In this particular account, I longed 850 shares, We go down, low of 191. I get out on that big push right at 201. Pretty nice gain there. I missed some of it there. The reason why I took it there is because in my other account here, let me just flip over. I had it here for 1,000 shares, but I had gotten in here 201. See, in the other account, I longed at 196 trying to average down, but I was all in here 1,000 shares, and boom, way too early. Fortunately, I got out a little over break even. I mean, as you can see, 289 bucks after being down 10. Just got in early, and that's the problem. Normally I would short this, and sure enough, I go long and it goes against me. It's ridiculous. I mean, it's just plummeting now. So we'll see what happens if the market rebounds. These are the stocks that I like to short, but I'm willing to go long if we get some sort of rebound first thing in the morning. I mean, we could have a lot of range here on stocks like TTD. And then last one was Disney. Traded it early. Yes, I did go long here as well. Quick in and out. I never went back into it again. I mean, I can't capture everything on all these stocks. You can only pick so many stocks to really focus in on. And, these were the trades that I made. Tons of opportunities. I mean, I can sit here and talk all day about the cruise lines, about the airlines, yada, yada, all these trades that I wanted to take but didn't, or I took and got out too soon. It's probably been $20, $30, $40, $50,000 just in the last 5 days. I go on Twitter, I see traders that are actually hitting those numbers, but they've got more bank than I do probably, and they've got a little bit more open bias. Maybe they've even been trading longer than I have, and so congratulations to all the traders that have been succeeding in this market. This is a trader's market. It's very volatile, lots of swings. Hopefully I can finish out the week strong. So far, decent month so far. I know it could have been better. I know I can do better, and that's what you've got to focus on a trader. You just got to move on as a trader and find out where your opportunities are. Learn from what you're doing. Watch level 2. Pay attention to what's moving with the market, what's moving against the market. Obviously, we've got crazy catalysts in regards to the virus, in regards to all this fear and all this other stuff. But if the market rebounds, you got to know what stocks to jump in on that are going to go with the market. Okay. If it doesn't, you're probably either going to sit on the sidelines or fade those stocks that are just going to continue to fade, right? And they're mostly large cap stocks. And so, pay attention to that stuff, because it's going to be helpful in the days and weeks and possibly even months to come. Not calling that the market's going to turn around. I mean, we could just be sideways for the next year for all I know. The reality is, it's just being familiar with these opportunities, being confident in what you've seen and what you've known, and the notes that you're taking, hopefully, so that way you can make those decisions at the right time and then capitalize on those decisions. Because if you're a trader, that's what you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to be capitalizing right now as much as possible. Or you could be on the sidelines if it's just not the action that you're comfortable with. Nothing wrong with that. But hopefully it's something that you're learning from every single day. Good luck to everyone, and I hope to have another update soon. Decent day. I'll probably do a couple more updates before the month's out, and then do a monthly recap. Hopefully it's motivating. Got any questions, let me know. Happy to help out. Thanks.